Google just announced so many things. They usually do this in a fall event, and this year was no different. They were just rattling off a few devices. There's the all-new Pixel 5. It's still a rounded rectangle running Android, this time Android 11. There's the Pixel 4a with 5G, which is like the 4a, but with a bigger screen and a 5G radio. There's a Chromecast with Google TV. That's right, Google TV, not Android TV. So we're gonna go over those three and everything else. Everything else in this case is software features and the Nest audio. So let's start with the Pixel 5. It seems like we've seen everything leaked already, but now it's real. Google is saying the right things when it comes to the Pixels. There's the 5 with its $699 price tag. There's also the 4a 5G at $499. Both phones have a lot in common, and we'll get to that. Google seems to be coming back from the edge with pricing. There's a lot more reasonable than $1,000. Samsung, I'm looking at you. There's only one model of the Pixel 5. There's no 5 XL, it's just the 5. The Pixel 5 comes with a 6-inch OLED screen and a 90 Hz refresh rate. If you like smooth animations, you'll like this. The front of the device is covered in Gorilla Glass 6. Not the toughest glass by Corning, but pretty dang good. As for water protection, you're looking at IPX6, which is the same as the Pixel 4 and the 4 XL. Google added in reverse wireless charging on the Pixel 5. If you want to charge your Pixel Buds or another device, you can do that with the 5. That feature is not available on the cheaper 4a 5G, which has a larger screen than the 5, but a smaller battery capacity. Google says both Pixels can go for 48 hours, thanks to a new battery-saving mode. Let's start talking about the Pixel 4a 5G, since it has a lot in common with the 5. Both are powered by the Snapdragon 765G and have 128 gigs of storage. No more 64 gig options. The 5 comes with 8 gigs of RAM, and the 4a 5G comes with 6, just like the Pixel 4a. You got all those hand things? The 4a 5G has a 6.2-inch display, which is bigger than the screen on the 5. However, they're both the same resolution. The 4a 5G does not have the 90 Hz refresh rate either. The Pixel 4a 5G and 5 both have rear fingerprint sensors. There was no mention of motion control like in the Pixel 4, so long, Soli. The 4a 5G and 5 both have the same camera setup on the front and the back. You finally get an ultra-wide-angle camera on the back. Google spent some time showing off camera tricks. There's portrait mode when using night sight. That means you can get that cool blurry background look while your subject stays in focus even when it's really dark out. On the video side, Google introduced 3 new stabilization features, including cinematic pan for a movie-like look. Google also talked about its Hold for Me feature of Google Assistant. If you're stuck on hold waiting for a customer rep, you can have Assistant take over. It will wait and tell you when a person is on the line. No more holding a phone at your ear or listening to hold music on speakerphone. Hold for Me is coming to the Pixel 4a 5G and the 5. One last note about the 4a 5G. It has a traditional 3.5mm audio jack. Amazing! Did you want that on the 5? Well, you can't have it. The 4a and 4a 5G have the headphone jack, but not the 5. Moving on. The Chromecast with Google TV is also something that has been leaked like crazy. It's a cool product that I am semi-flabbergasted by. What is Google doing bringing back the Google TV branding? We had a Google TV. That was back in 2010, and it was killed off by Android TV. Now Android TV is getting swallowed back up by Google TV. Then again, Google and branding go as well as two things that do not go well together that much. It costs just $50, and there's a lot to be had in this new Chromecast. Like I said, it is with Google TV. That means when you plug in this dongle, you can use it with the included remote. That's right, a Chromecast with a remote. In the past, Chromecast required you to grab a phone or tablet and cast content to the Chromecast. You could also send content using a Google Smart Speaker. You can still do all of that, but this Chromecast is a lot more like a Roku or a Fire Stick. You don't need to use another device other than the remote if you don't want to. Pretty slick. Google says Google TV is also compatible with more than 6,500 apps built for Android TV OS. This has been a long time coming. I have been personally pleading with Google for this product for a long time now, and now it's here. Casting stuff is a feature, not a whole product. By the way, Google TV is a little different than Android TV. Google TV has a For You tab that curates stuff based on what you subscribe to. There's a Live tab that puts together streaming and live content. Then there's the Watch list that works across TVs and your other devices. It looks like the Chromecast Ultra may have gotten the axe. Going to Google's store, then going into the Nest tab, then comparing streaming devices under streaming, you see 2 Chromecasts are left. There's the HD version at $30 and the good one at $50, which runs at up to 4K. Who cares about the Ultra? Well, if you wanted to play Stadia on your TV, the Ultra was the way to do that. Stadia support is coming to the Chromecast with Google TV in the first half of 2021. Good news though, the Ultra is still available if you buy the Stadia Premier Edition. You get the controller and the Ultra. Google says that starting in 2021, Google TV is coming on TVs from Sony and other Android TV OS partners. Also, the Chromecast is under the Nest part of Google's site, but that's a whole other thing, right? Don't you think for one second that I forgot about the speaker called Nest Audio. This is the successor to the Google Home speaker. It is a rounded rectangular object as well. It costs the same as the original Google Home at around $100. Well, what's there to say about audio? Well, it's supposed to have 50% stronger bass, and it's supposed to be 75% louder than the original Google Home. That's a lot of bass and a ton of volume. The Home gets really loud. Google also says the sound is, quote, full, clear, and natural. We'll have to see if that's true, as audio tends to get distorted when the volume gets really high. Of course, it has Google Assistant. Requests should be faster thanks to new hardware. Nest Audio has the same machine learning chip as the Nest Mini. That chip allows for more to be done on device. Google says Nest Audio responds 2 times faster than the original Home. You know what? That really was a lot of stuff. Google's pricing scheme seems pretty friendly. We will be extensively testing everything Google announced. I will be glaring at my Google Home since it lacks that ML chip. Anyway, I'm Ayaz Akhtar, and I'll see you online.